for Cincinnati.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson
set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Broncos take over
very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the field.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Okay, so ready? From the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey. Bronco 80. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
19. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Looking to throw. Medina. He finds his man. Complete. That's Peterson.
Complete to number 88.
On the first play from scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Talk about this Bengals defense.
38-yard line.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70
Now the second quarter call to J.J. Hardy.
He's brought down
at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
First didn't get much. Another run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Viking, 18, 5 in.
From the gun on 3rd down. Medina. Working the middle of the field. He's got some and he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming up in this game playing a Thursday night? Guys are ready to pick up the step. You go to them early and often.
Brought down right back
No gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings
and as
up
a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. They'll find something on the right side to break. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40.
That's good.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harvey. Playing the 43, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals 33-yard line.
Operating for the gun. Medina. Will get that complete to Vela.
Medina's pass complete to Devon Bailey. Touchdown, Denver.
Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And this is a crew, they've come out flat the last 2 games. Both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's across the 30 and down at the 42. Great return.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
11.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Ball carried by number 20.
The interior of that defensive line.
DJ
Back
Jones.
only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
But you look at this
2nd
Bronco
and 10
defense.
at
They're
the
currently
42-yard line.
21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
It's just set. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he swings one that's incomplete.
Pass intended for number 88. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. It's caught inside the 25.
It's a gain of 35.
Excellent gain, 35
That's good for a
yards.
Bengals first
We spent a lot
down.
of time talking about what's going on the
First
field.
and
How
10
about
at the
off field with
23-yard line.
evaluation, and they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact.
He was
Just a
taken
yard
down
on
at
the
the
first down
22-yard
carry, so
line.
it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
The Bengals are
Brings
1
up
and 2
2nd
through the first
and
3
9.
weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win,
Here we go.
but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try to get right?
We'll fight forward maybe to line scrimmage in the back.
Taken down
and make no yards Browns have them looking up at a third and 9 situation.
Brings up third down.
He had a minimal
9.
gain on first down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on third down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball third time to try and make up for the first two. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
Looking for Chase on the other. He's got him. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
A gain of 7 yards.
That'll go for a gain of 7.
Down
and it'll be fourth down.
On one, ready? 11, and here we go. Right 80.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Madden. He'll take this in the end zone for Broncos leading. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
McPherson for
And the
the extra
Bengals
point.
take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
His kick is
good. McPherson up and good.
Ties the game
tied at 7.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Get it. Bronco 80.
Throwing to start the drive. Medina. That one's incomplete. Incomplete coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second
and 10.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Second and 10.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Off the play fake. Medina. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey.
Medina's pass.
They get only 3 there, so it leads him to the 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
Pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Goes down short, maybe ball by a yard, if that.
A gain of
They'll
7.
wind up getting 7
It's
on the
fourth
play.
down.
And that's going to
Jeremy
bring up the
Crawshaw
4th
in punt
down.
formation for the Broncos.
These two teams all tied after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter
Jeremy
number 2.
Crawshaw in punt
As
formation
they've got
for
it with
the
a 4th
Broncos.
down coming up. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return
The Bengals
possible
take
here
over
as they
first
angle
and
this
10
one out of bounds.
at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time after this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, all was through the passing game.
Almost a physical reaction. Watching what's happening
now
right now.
second and 6.
Let's give credit where
At
it's
the
due, because
31-yard
they've done an
line.
excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 31, here's second and 6. Play action. It's Burrow. As he throws it incomplete.
Intended for number 88.
He wanted to. He was right
Brings up third
I think he was a
down and
dentist there
6
without a
yards to
license,
go.
don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
180, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Ball throw. This one complete to Yoshibas. Gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 5.
Give him a gain of 5
It's
on the
4th
completion.
down.
And that'll bring up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a net of 40 there. Punt at 48.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Broncos take over
At their
1st
own
and
23-yard
10.
line.
Ready up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you know what? He stopped so soundly during his series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
And a really good shave force there as he gets through for
He was
4
tackled at the
yards.
27-yard line.
Nice job
4
on
yards
that
on
first
the
down. It
pickup.
really opens up your
Second
options for
and
what you have to
6.
do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here we go. Stop. Panther 60. Panther 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Move. Ready.
2nd and 6. Let's take it in by Franklin. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
19.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's caught. And it'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out.
A gain of 19 yards.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Exactly what you want.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Keep the clock running. If they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
This 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Zone read to give to Harvey. And a good push up front. He's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
13
good for
yards on the
13
play.
and a Denver 1st down.
That's good for our Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Bronco 80. Ready up.
Complete to Franklin.
Medina's
Completion good for 6
to
yards.
Troy Franklin.
And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 23-yard line.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Thank you, Ryan.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
From the 23, here's a second down and 4. Here's Harvey.
They're taking down at the 26. Tackled back at the 26-yard line. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Medina. He's got his target. It's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and
They're able to
goal
convert
at the 6-yard line.
That sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
They'll try the option on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
The
Now
kicker
they'll line
on
up to
for the
kick the
point
extra
after.
point.
The kick is good.
14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Bengals 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Take over first and 10
25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 2. He finds a little bit of room for 4 yards. It'll be second
He's
down.
tackled at the 29-yard line.
Here's all the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go.
On play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
Couldn't find and incomplete.
Over the dime,
Brings up
defense,
third
two
down
extra defensive
and
backs
6
on the field
yards
and
to
covered
go.
up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
I'm one, ready?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Jamar Chase, 71 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing
Kevin
the
McPherson for the extra
McPherson
point.
now for the extra point. And we've got
The kick is good.
up to 14.
And ties the game at 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there's still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you Ladino's high score when getting the opportunity.
Number 83. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2
easy throw
at the 28-yard line.
He takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2 yards to go, second down.
18, 5 in.
Operating from the gun, Medina.
A gain of 19 yards.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts.
First down.
As the clock will stop with
First
34
and 10
seconds to
at
go
the
before the
48-yard
halftime.
line.
Ready,
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Medina. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. First and 10.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on first and 10. Indeed, trying to run it out as they start with the Bengals. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Now on third and long, they look to throw. Able to find the open man. It's complete. 17 yards. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. First down. So as they talk
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go. 11, MT, take. 180. 11, 11, 11.
Now Burrow. And that is good.
Intended for number 81.
Confidence in his own feet. Likes to force it downfield, but the
Brings up
coverage was
second
tight
and 10
there.
at the
Fortunate
40-yard
that
line.
wasn't picked off.
Now a second and 10.
12, 12, 12. Here we go. Stop. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
To the air again, Burrow. 7 seconds
Intended for number 81.
Those are
Incomplete.
the ones you dream of as
Brings up
defenders.
third down
I think if he gets
and
eyes
10.
on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Stop. Stop. 11, mighty. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's a short one. Complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 14.
5 yards there on the pitch and
gain of
catch.
5.
And that's going to
It's
make it 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
I think
they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go and win one for the game. Let's just go and play our best football and win one for us.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Here we go. Stop.
That one hand off up the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as it gets it to the 30-yard line.
Riley Moss on the tackle.
Premium in the first half.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2
of a big
at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Let's get set. Stop.
Inside, but
he was
nothing
brought
there.
down by Drew Sanders.
Calling no gain that time. It's
No
going to
gain
leave
on the
them with
play.
a 3rd and about
It's
3
3rd
to
down
go.
and 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to draw that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on
Evan
it when that
McPherson
ball's up
for the
grabs.
Bengals field goal. A 47-yard attempt. The kick is no good.
It doesn't even
The
get
score
there.
remains
Well
tied.
short, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Oh, those are the ones that eat at got you as a kicker. Tie game, third quarter. This is one you know you should make. Instead, you miss it, and it's jubilation on the other sideline.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Ready? Hot 70, hot 70. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing to start the drive. Medina. The completion to Waddle. And power here.
It's a gain of 31 yards.
Away to the 30.
That's good.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Can run like this. It just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw now on first down. The swing is sent to Harvey. Inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
16 and a first down.
That's another
Nice
Broncos
play there. They've gotten
first
down into the
down.
red zone in no time
First
at all.
and 10 at
That's
the
what this offense
16-yard
can do when
line.
they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
Okay,
So the
ready?
ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Let's go. 18, 19, 18, 5 in. Cut 19, cut 19.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Portland
Force
Sutton.
anything in the coverage
Incomplete.
right there. There weren't
He
really any
was
throwing
defended by
lanes.
Jamel
And the best
Dean.
part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's Sutton.
Complete to
They're
Portland
getting the
Sutton.
lead, but that's not what they're
No
shooting
gain
for.
on the
As they
play.
come up on
Brings
third
up
down.
Hot 70, hot 70. Mustang 19. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's
Intended for R.J. Harvey.
Game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered.
It's now
Just unable to connect.
fourth down.
So the play results in no gain.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And his kick is
The
indeed
field goal
good.
is good.
And they take a
Makes the score
17-14
Broncos
lead.
17.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you
14.
want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the three.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won,
The Bengals
partner,
take
because
over
the defense,
first and 10
hey, we didn't give up a touchdown.
at their
The
own
offense, hey, we
35-yard
put 3 on
line.
the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
I'm one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next
11,
drive.
11, 11.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Number 20, the ball carrier.
Behind the line, and
Brought
his
down
rough
behind the
night
line of scrimmage.
continues.
It's a loss of
Officially,
a
it's a
yard.
1-yard
Brings
loss.
up
That's going to bring up second and 11.
at the
I think it's pretty
34-yard
evident.
line.
We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And a nice job of breaking free of one tackle, but it slows momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Gain of 2. Brings up third and 9.
And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Ball. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Complete to Jamar
After
Chase.
getting this one across the 40.
A gain of 6 yards.
The Bengals bring out
It's
their punter
4th
now,
down.
as he'll come on to kick this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt.
Broncos take over 1st and 10.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take
26-yard
over.
line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. We're trying to save our lead. That doesn't work too well for most teams. Normally, offense, right what you do.
Brings up 2nd and 10. The 26-yard line.
He's going to have it. Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
It's a gain of 11. And the Broncos first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
19 Lions. Ready, ready?
They go play action here on first down.
19 yards.
And he's brought down.
Broncos.
Another nice
first
gain.
down.
That's now 30 yards
gain of
between those
19
last 2
yards.
plays.
First
I
down,
like that play
Broncos.
call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
From the gun, he'll hand this over. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him
by
as they stop
33.
behind the line.
The
2
tackle by
yards the
Cam
loss,
Taylor.
2nd and 12.
A loss of
This
2.
size, it often
Brings
takes
up
more than one
2nd
guy
and
to get him
12.
down, but if you can
At
at
the
least slow him
45-yard
up
line.
and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Back to throw. Medina. It's a short one here. Complete to the top.
Complete to number 87. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Ready up.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Medina. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Down the left sideline. This stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
That's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Evan McPherson to kick
So they'll
off
get
for
another
Cincinnati.
shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Taking it right down the line. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Denver.
R.J. Harvey, his second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where he might have moved off the track and take it to the house.
21.
Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone.
The
In
Bengals
fact,
take
it's
over
over the
first
back
and
line
10
of the end zone. So
at their
this
own
ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snap. That's caught inside the 30.
A gain of 43 yards.
22-yard
That's
run.
good for the Bengals.
A big
First down.
play there for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he whips it incomplete there.
Intended for number 20.
The defenders certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the
Brings
backfield.
up
There's a guy
2nd and
ready
10
and
at
waiting
the
to pick him up in
22-yard
coverage.
line.
And that throw had no shot.
On one, right?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man is chased complete. And this is going to be a first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
And the
Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another
first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he backs it away.
On the deep ball.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy who had the challenging coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead with Harvey. They'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 4.
This is the worry because sometimes you get unpredictable in spots
That's
like
a gain of 3.
You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The carry here for the big tight end. Actually fell before they knocked him down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Good for a Broncos first
No
down.
frills, no additives,
First and
nothing
10 at the
crazy.
35-yard
Just find a way to
line.
pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
It's Parks. And going to run it on the 42.
He's brought down at
It's a
the 42-yard
carry to
line.
set them up with a 2nd and
7-yard
3.
pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Come on. 60 bites. 60 bites.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the move past the 40. And take it into end zone for a double score. R.J. Harvey. He scored and through the air. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth-quarter lead.
The
Extra
kicker
point
on
attempt to follow
after.
here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Bengals 21.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And take it down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Intended for number 20.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing
Makes
right
it
now. This is
2nd and
very
10 at the
unlike him. One of the most
21-yard
accurate
line.
guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Gun. Stop.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete.
Burrow's pass.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot on his 3rd down.
Brings up a
Give him
3rd
big
down
credit for his
and
coverage
10
right there,
yards to
because
go.
when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
intended
I think
for
it's safe to say he's made some questionable
incomplete.
decisions out there so far.
Results
Forcing
in a
throws
fourth
into tight
down.
coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. And he will take it on. Bengals touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have
for
to think
the
to
extra
yourself,
point.
not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on
kick
on the
is
opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to
Makes the
take a
score.
chance here. They know
Broncos
that they're doing
31.
something big,
Bengals
yet it still
28.
happens. So credit the execution.
McPherson
and
to kick
wonder
off for
what the defense
Cincinnati.
was doing.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start with first and 10.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
And for the defense,
Second
this is a
and
spot
10
where you don't want to totally
at the
sell out to stop the
33-yard
run,
line.
but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
18, tight end. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
Operating from the gun, Medina. He gets this into the hands of Harvey.
Medina's pass.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out.
A gain of
Remember,
1.
they get an extra
Brings up
time
third
built in
down
coming up
and
here
9.
shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third
60
down.
Eagles. 60 Eagles. Go check. Go check. 19 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Operating from the gun, Medina. He finds Riddick complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And the Broncos
Big hook
first
up there,
down.
forced to throw it on third down.
First
The
and
connection's
10
going
at
to
the
keep the drive
38-yard
alive, so
line.
keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Cougar 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The full start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And here's he'll be brought up a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard
The
line.
call, still
A
an
gain of
opportunity to
6
run the football.
brings up
And
second
chew up a
and
little more
9.
time off the clock.
On the
So
jump.
2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Check. Check. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll try and run some quick plays. They keep it on the ground. After 33 to the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
32-yard line.
The Bengals going to use the second of their
Brings up
timeouts
3rd and
as
4.
they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Back to throw. Medina. Third and final
A
time.
gain of only a yard.
As again, it was still a minute 20 left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
That keeps
and that
the
will
score.
keep this a 3-point game.
31. Bengals
Maybe an important
28.
fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, MT, Kahat. 180, 11, 11, 11. Kahat.
Down Burrow. And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended
The
for
way he's
number
throwing
20.
the football today, almost a
Incomplete.
surprise when he doesn't complete a
It's
pass
second
like
down
that,
and
but
10.
he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as
11,
well.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Kahat.
Throwing, Burrow. And taking it across midfield.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good
Now you're
for
right on the edge of
Bengals.
field goal range. You
First
still
down.
got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage
1st
and
and
get
10
set.
at the 43-yard line.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Can. Kahat.
Burrow. He finds his man. That's Baylor.
That's another Bengals first
Watch him
down.
drive for what would be a
1st and
go-ahead
10 at the
touchdown.
31-yard
And you and I both
line.
know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back
On two,
there.
ready?
Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Kahat.
Here's Burrow. And he just gets rolled because of the run.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
Open now,
second
It
down.
leads to 2nd and 10.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here we go. 11, Mike. 11, check.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. With just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Get set. Right, 80. Shot.
To throw, Burrow. That's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Complete to number 88.
Throws underneath. They
It's a
gotta
gain of
find
6.
a way to
Makes
gash
it
the defense
3rd
downfield.
and 4.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. First down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, you know, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther? They had too many injuries. I'm not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So for Denver, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Beangels, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.